What's going on, guys? Gomes here, back again on another MLB The Show 20 Diamond Dynasty video. We're talking about Legends. I'm going to call it Diamond Dynasty. We have some brand new news about Legends now. Of course, yesterday I did go ahead and upload 2 videos talking about the new defensive features and the new hitting features, specifically Perfect, and the new PCI customization. If you guys want to check out those videos, they will be in the top right-hand corner. Highly recommend that you check them out. Really big changes, especially on the defensive side of the ball. I am very excited. I think that this is going to be a phenomenal year for gameplay for MLB The Show. And of course, that's going to be building on top of what we would assume another consistent, very good content year like we had in MLB The Show 19. Specifically talking about the legend front, last year we got 30 plus new legends to bring the current roster over 130 standing legends spanning over 100 plus years of baseball history. And of course, you've already been starting to see some more legends be announced, and we saw a couple new ones yesterday. But before we get into this one, make sure and leave a like down below on this video, guys. It really does help me out a ton. Comment down below what new legends you guys would like to see in MLB The Show 20. We still have a lot more that have not been announced yet, so it does not hurt to throw out a guess. And then finally, make sure and hit that sub button. Really trying to hit 20,000 by the time MLB 20 comes out. I think we can do it, so let's do it. Yes, there are going... Yesterday in the Twitch developer live stream, they did say that dozens more legends are going to be added. So it does sound it's going to be a little less than last year. They said 30 plus, dozens obviously being plural. A dozen is 12, plural being 24. That means we're at least going to see 24 new legends into MLB The Show 20, which is still a good number if you think about it. And to be fair, a lot of the legends that we saw last year, like Tommy John, he was a new legend. He didn't really get a really outstanding card, only a 90 overall, so 24 is still a great number. If we only get 24 new legends, that's still quite a few. But they did say they are going to prioritize throughout the 2000s and the 1990s, but there will be outliers. It's not only going to be the 90s or 2000s. There are probably going to be some guys from the 70s, the 60s, maybe earlier on, but I believe everybody that we has been announced so far has fit into the 90s or 2000s criteria. And the guys that we know of so far are Gary Sheffield, of course, slugging outfielder. He has that famous bat wiggle that we got to see in the first opening trailer. He was actually the first thing we saw in the trailer. So of course we kind of knew this was going to happen. His son kind of broke the NDA on Twitter, and it didn't exactly shock me. I was like, yeah, kind of figured that. John Franco is another one. I'll be honest with you, I still don't know a whole lot about him. He does have 400 plus career saves. I think he played primarily for the Mets, I think for the Reds as well, and he's going to be a cool another reliever. Does not hurt to have a lot of really good reliever options. Shane Victorino, of course, the flying Hawaiian, a lot of people very excited for him. I know I am personally, which is rare. I talk about this a lot because the Phillies burned my Rays back in 2008, and he was a part of that World Series team for them. I still really like him. I think he's a great player, really good defender, and really good base runner. David Ortiz, Big Papi. Not much else to say about that one. That's one of the 2 big ones that we saw in the trailer towards the end. I'm very excited for Big Papi, of course. I think a lot of people really missed him. You know, he came out in MLB 16, so he was out for 3 years, but he is back. I think his swing is one of the best that we have in the game. One of my Road to the Show players that I did, I used David Ortiz stance, and I really do enjoy it, so I can't wait to use him. One interesting thing, though, I've heard people talk about, they think Big Papi might be the Red Sox collection reward on Twitter, and they're like, yeah, Mookie Betts is now off the team, it should be cheaper. Come on, there's not a chance in hell they'd have the best Big Papi as the Red Sox collection reward, especially if the diamond prices are anything near what they were last year, because then you just have to do Xander Bogaerts and Chris Sale, and JD Martinez. That is going to be easy as hell, so I don't think that's going to happen. That's not going to be the best Big Papi we're going to see. Mariano Rivera, of course, the Sandman, the greatest closer of all time, the only unanimous Hall of Famer at this point. I'm still very concerned on how he's going to play in Diamond Dynasty. He threw 3 fastballs. You know, the motto behind Mariano was, you know I'm going to throw a cutter, and I still throw it past you. So I don't know. I really hope they try to add something, and I did see this yesterday in the developer live streams where two seamers, cutters, and sinkers can now go over 100 miles per hour. Previously, I think they were capped at 95, 96 miles per hour. They can go hotter now. They talked about Jordan Hicks, Jose Alvarado, Thor, guys like that are going to be able to throw it harder. I don't think Mariano ever topped like 100 on his cutter or anything, but hopefully they add something so he's a bit better as far as that goes, because he has no breaking balls, no changeups. It's going to be really interesting. Greg Maddux, Tom Glavine, and John Smoltz. Those are the brand new 3 legends that were revealed yesterday. It was brilliantly done. They had a teaser where in the first stream, towards the end of it, they showed pretty obvious Braves accenting. It was pretty clear it was a Braves pitcher. I think Paul Sporer said it looks like a lefty. Might have looked like a lefty in one clip because they went ahead and pulled it out, and it was all 3, of course. This was the trio of Braves phenomenal pitchers in the 90s and early 2000s of Glavine, Maddux, and Smoltz. This is going to be a lot of fun. You know, I always talk about I'd rather have hitters than pitchers, but these 3 guys are filthy, and they're going to be so much fun. The Braves are going to be really, really stacked. They're still going to have Chipper, Andrew Jones, Joe Torre. These 3 pitchers, they are going to be stacked to the brim. And also Eddie Matthews. I'm probably forgetting a lot of players, but yeah, I just wanted to make this video. This is kind of an update. We have 8 of the 24 plus legends that have been announced, so 1/3, 16 left, 16 plus left that still could be announced. And like I said, priority towards the 90s and 2000s. There's still a lot of guys that I would really like to see. I will note though, if you're hoping for a guy maybe like I don't know, Hank Aaron or Barry Bonds or A-Rod, I really think they probably would have put him in the trailer. I mean, especially A-Rod. If he was on the Yankees, they probably would have put him on the trailer in the matchup with Ortiz, Mariano, and A-Rod. So I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. And then Barry Bonds, I didn't think that was really too high hopes anyway. Maybe we can get a Reggie Stalker. I'd definitely be interested in that. But if you guys did enjoy this one, make sure to leave a like down below. Comment what legends you guys would like to see added to MLB The Show 20. We are getting close to just a month away. I have a bunch of really, really cool videos. I just picked up a PS3. It's gonna get crazy. We're gonna do a lot of cool throwbacks, so make sure and stay tuned on that one. Subscribe so you guys will be notified. Hope you all have a great day. There goes Miss Saudi. Yay!
Love is love, and hate is hate. To die is an awesome adventure, and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone. You know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory.